Hello everybody, how are you doing? I am out in the shop, just taking care of some housekeeping things here. By housekeeping, I don't mean cleaning yet, but let me show you back over here. I don't want to get too close, but there are the packages from here, here, and here. That's 8 of the packages of the 9 giveaways that I had. 8 of you got to me right away. I've got one person, I won't mention who that is, but I've got one person who hasn't yet responded with their address. Once I get that, I'll get their giveaway boxed up and ready to go. I just have to get some international paperwork now from the post office and fill that out because a couple of the folks were international. So that's awesome. We had a good representation from across the pond and all around the world. So that's awesome. Let me flip the camera around and show you how my pin turned out. I went ahead and put that together. I wanted to step outside in hopes of getting a little better light, but just take a look at that. Used a gunmetal kit. It's a Sierra style kit, and just look at that blank. Isn't that beautiful? Turned out amazing. I had a hard time deciding, do I want the resin at the bottom or do I want the burl at the bottom? And I decided I want the burl at the top because I kind of liked it when you hold it in your hand, being able to see the burl. I think it makes a stunning pin. So I really hope you guys like that pin. I think it turned out far better than I ever expected after what happened. And I think the reason why it did that is CA glue, normally if your pin is balanced on your lathe, it will not go to one side. But I was using non-stick bushings between centers, which are not designed for that. So the pin was a little off balance, so it had a little bit of a wobble to it. And I think that's what caused the glue to all sort of pull to one side and glob up like that. But man, when I turned that lathe off and saw that, I was brokenhearted because I thought, oh, I worked so hard on this blank, but happy with how it turned out. I have got a request for you guys. I normally don't do this on this channel, and I really don't want to make a habit of doing it, but I really feel like I need to. I have got a good buddy. He does not know I'm about to do this. He has a YouTube channel. He's had a YouTube channel for over 2 years. He puts out videos on a fairly regular basis. His style is different than mine, so I would like for you guys to go check him out. And if you like him, if you like his style, I'd like for you to subscribe because I know he's been working on his channel for over 2 years. As of my last check this morning, he had 826 subscribers. And I would really like to get him to 1,000 because YouTube will allow him to start collecting a little bit of ad revenue. Now, at 1,000 subscribers, you don't collect a lot of ad revenue. It's just a little bit each month. But it would really help him out with being able to purchase sandpaper, blanks, kits, all those little odd and end necessities that you need around the shop to be able to keep your shop running. And he doesn't just do turning projects, he does other projects as well. But I would love for you guys to check him out and watch 2 or 3 of his videos, decide if you like what you see, and if you do, please subscribe, and let's help this guy. He's a great guy. I've met him. I've had lunch with him and his wife, or dinner with him and his wife at a Turner's, Mid-Ohio Valley Turner's up in Belpre. Wonderful people, both school teachers, great people, but his name is Robert Dedinsky, and his YouTube channel is Crosscut Creations, and I would really like to push him over the 1,000 limit. So I'm asking you, in this time when you have a few minutes, I know everybody has a lot of stuff to do. Even though we're on quarantine, we are all staying super busy. But take a couple of minutes, watch 2 or 3 of his videos, decide if you like them, decide if you like the style, and if you do, please subscribe, leave a comment, and say Bob sent me, just for the heck of it, because he doesn't know I'm doing this, but he watches my videos, so he's going to find out pretty soon. But I really would like to push him over the 1,000 and let him start collecting just that tiny bit of YouTube revenue so that he can sort of support his channel, because I know he's doing this out of passion and he has stuck with it for so long. So many people quit, but he keeps pushing and pushing and pushing. And that last 124 is just, I don't want to use the word. It's a stinker to get. So let's push this guy over the limit. I would appreciate it. Thank you. And I'm going to get busy in the shop, see what else I can get into today. And I promise, as always, I will come back and show you exactly what I'm working on. I chose a blank for my European fountain pen kit. I don't really know what type of wood that is, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I've gone ahead and got the tubes epoxied in, and these are going to sit overnight and dry, and we will turn them tomorrow. Well, I was practicing cutting tenons. I was going to make a couple of fountain pen sections, just to get back in the swing of doing things, because I've been away from it for a while. And what I did is I got some black acrylics here, and I just pulled them out of my little junk box down there. I use that stuff just to test and practice. and I cut a 10mm tenon, and as I was threading it, I heard a crack, and of course it came off inside of the die. And then I remembered, oh yeah, that's right, acrylics aren't any good. So next time I come out to the shop, I got a couple of blanks right here that my buddy Ray Gonzalez made and sent to me, and they are made of Alumilite. So we will make our sections out of those. I'm thinking black sections and then colorful pins. And you can see I've got plenty of rods here to make all kinds of colorful pins. But I just got to get back in the habit of making things, and I want to make fountain pens. You can see I made a little bit of a mess here. I've got to clean that up. My neighbor just stopped by. He lives right behind me. Been working on his fence, but he had this board that he no longer needed, and I guess that thing is probably, well, my ceiling is 12 foot, so that thing has got to be 10 foot long, and he didn't need it. Asked if I wanted it, and you know, a board like this, I mean, that's probably 6-inch wide board, or 5 3/4 wide, so that's a handy dandy board to have. So pretty well calling it quits. I've got my notes back here where I've been going back through trying to figure everything out. These are Brandon Steele's notes that he sent me. These are my notes, and I've been taking notes in my book there, just trying to figure things out and get back in a swing of doing things. It's just hard to get going. But I'm pretty well done for the evening. I'm calling it quits, and I hope you guys have a great evening. I want to thank you for following along with me, and I will be back out in the shop hopefully tomorrow night, where I may get an opportunity to turn these blanks, which are for a a European, I think it's called fountain pen. So we're going to see what happens.